A rather amusing moment recently unfolded at the Cannes Film Festival when Irish actor Paul Mescal, who skyrocketed to global fame thanks to his role in Gladiator 2, made a bold statement. He claimed that Hollywood is finally moving away from the traditional alpha male characters that once defined cinema, and toward more complex and correct male archetypes. Now, that in itself is noteworthy, but what made it even more interesting was the context. Mescal was promoting his upcoming film, essentially a modern Brokeback Mountain-style story. So, his declaration naturally raised eyebrows. But here's the kicker. Real-world evidence seems to contradict his claims entirely, and the internet wasted no time pointing that out. After all, Paul Mescal became globally famous precisely because of a hyper-masculine alpha male role in Gladiator 2. And now, he seems to be turning his back on that very image. Hey everyone, welcome to Fame Focus. Let's get into it. So, who exactly is Paul Mescal? The 29-year-old Irish actor is currently one of Hollywood's rising stars, and that rise was largely fueled by his starring role in Gladiator 2, which hit theaters late last year. Ironically, the very role that made him famous is the textbook example of a classic, heroic, hyper-masculine archetype. Everything he now seems eager to criticize. Let's rewind to Cannes. According to international press, Paul Mescal may have delivered the quote of the week when discussing Hollywood's supposed move away from the alpha male character trope. While promoting his upcoming film, The History of Sound, a romantic drama between two men, he said that cinema is finally shifting away from outdated, dominant male leads. Many have already dubbed his film a spiritual successor to Brokeback Mountain, though Mescal dismissed that as lazy and disappointing, saying the only real similarity is that the characters spend some time together in a tent. Now, if you're younger and don't get the tent reference, here's a quick pop culture flashback. Brokeback Mountain featured a now iconic and heavily memed scene in a tent between two rugged cowboys discovering a little more about each other than just the great outdoors. Of course, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But what struck many online was how conveniently Paul Mescal seems to be rewriting his narrative. Because as of now, the most prominent role in his career is the epitome of the very alpha male he's now denouncing. It's the kind of old-school heroic character Hollywood was built on, the same kind fans across the globe have been celebrating for decades. In other words, the guy became famous playing an alpha, and now that he's landed a more progressive role, he's suddenly pivoting and preaching a new narrative. The internet noticed, and they're calling him out for it. What's even more ironic? Despite Mescal's claim that audiences are tired of macho archetypes, the evidence suggests the opposite. Mainstream viewers seem to be getting bored with the endless wave of confused, brooding, emotionally tangled male leads, and they're clearly welcoming the return of more straightforward, strong, confident male heroes. Just look at the success of shows like Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone, Reacher with Alan Ritchson, which became an instant global sensation. Audiences are loving it. Meanwhile, major franchises that tried to replace their iconic male leads with something unrecognizable, they've flopped. Terminator, Indiana Jones, and others learned that lesson the hard way. So, if anything, it seems the cultural pendulum is swinging back toward the heroic male archetype that Hollywood has been trying to suppress for over a decade. And that's exactly what thousands of people are now saying online, reacting to Mescal's sudden switch in tone. But what do you think? Is Hollywood really done with alpha males? Or is this just another case of an actor playing to the press while fans vote with their wallets? Let us know in the comments. Smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching Fame Focus.